All right, what's going on? Zalon Brown, aka Bully the Kid, and this is the last base hang of well before Christmas. I'll probably do another base hang next week more than likely. So, apologize for running late. Normally pretty punctual with the 7 o'clock. A minute or two off usually, but played a lot of gigs today. So, uh, picking up some food and stuff, making it home to the fam. You know, time got a little away from me, and I'm here now. Said I was gonna go on at 7:30 or so, but I'm saying 10 minutes. That's what's happening. So, hope y'all doing all right. As usual, let's go ahead and do a roll call. Where y'all calling from, or where y'all watching from? Why did I say calling? That's ridiculous. Anyway, where y'all watching this from? Let's just skip right on ahead. Have nothing really in particular to talk about. It is Christmas, so might hit on some base ideas for friends and stuff that are bases. Something small stuff you may not know. I'm saying you can get real quick, and there may be something that we can hit on if y'all want to talk about it. All right, let's see who y'all at. I'm watching from Queens. What's going down? Milwaukee. What's happening? Florida. What's happening? Red Mount, Oregon. I can dig that. Man, y'all from all over. Cool, cool, cool. Central Kentucky. For sure, for sure, for sure. Right, we got 9 cats in here. So what do y'all want to actually talk about? Just received my V10, by far my favorite slappy bass. I can dig that. Yeah, man. It's a pretty little penny you paid for that thing too. Um, what's going on, Tommy? What's going on, Bruce? How you doing? Indiana from the ATL. All right. What's happening? What's happening? Terrence Freeman. What's up, Mob? What's happening? Tips for a new player. Um, the tip I would give is if you want to get good and you want to actually start playing, say this all the time. Pick a song that you really really like and focus on trying to break down that song. Take it slow, take it in pieces, but trying to get what I'm saying. That's just me because I taught myself basically by ear. So everything I'm going to tell you is from my experience. I was not classically taught. I did play an instrument in school and I could read music, but I only read treble clef and I played baritone, which is kind of like a baby tuba. And I stopped doing that in like 8th grade. So yeah, before then I played trumpet and then switched to baritone. So I've never read music while playing the bass. So I don't really lead people towards getting classically trained or catching lessons from somebody that's gonna put a book in front of you and tell you to practice. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. I get more out of uh, listening or playing the music I normally listen to. More times than not, that's rock or it may be funk music or something like that, or like some '70s joints and stuff, where music was actually done by instruments rather than computer programs and stuff like that. The bass lines and stuff, riffs and stuff are easier to pick off because they're not layered behind strings and all that other padded stuff. So that's usually what I do, especially if I just feel like doing something groovy, which I always do. So uh, yeah, let's see what y'all doing out here. So that's tips for the new player. What's going on, Mike? How you doing? Apologize for me being later than usual, Mike. I know you got to get up, or it's late over there where you are. Sheffield, UK. What's happening? Again, apologize to you too. I think you over there by Mike. Also bought the Rumble 800. Great suggestion. You're welcome. I'm glad you like it. This is the Tom Cove. What's your favorite preset on the amp? Of course, mine was envelope filter, but I do funk stuff all the time. So, Boss Smith, peace. Peace. Actually get close so I'm not leaning over this whole doggone time. Let's do that. I'll bring you in here for the bullet close up. That way I ain't gotta lean up, and you get the great shot of the bases. Yeah, man, it's good. Good times. Good times. All right, let's see. What are your thoughts on Lakeland bases? I have never really played a Lakeland bass. I've only had my hands on one for maybe about 10 minutes. It was at a guitar center for and I was just kind of running through bases, just trying to get a feel of it. And I seen it, and I think it was the Skyline, which is one of their lower level bases and stuff like that. So same thing with MTD. I really don't have a opinion on MTD boutique bases, except from all the ones I've seen, they sound great, they feel great, but they're a little pricey. Only thing I've ever played was a Tobias 5, and I didn't particularly like it. It wasn't for me, so I bought it, sent it back. I didn't particularly like it. Um, but who knows? That was at a time where I was like leaning towards four-string basses, and I wanted to grab me a 5, try to move up. So just picked up a Vox AP2BS. Cool. Like the sound. Think it might motivate me more to practice. Yeah, great. Do you use the same one with your guitar practice also? Yeah, I do. So the gigs that I play at my church, which is Life Church, life.church, if y'all want to search it out and stuff. I think people post clips of the service on YouTube actually. So I think you can type in Life Church Midtown or something like that, and it should pop up. If y'all want to see me play at church, it's not me that puts the videos up, so I don't know what quality it is, what angle it's coming from. But if you're looking at it and you're like head on, I'm in the back right corner. So if y'all want to check it out anytime, y'all check it out there. But yeah, back to the headphone amp. I actually use it all the time. Actually, it's for all my when I'm running the set list and stuff, because they send a bounce, and the bounce is basically all the tracks that we're going to be performing in one file, and you just run through all of the tracks in real time. And then whenever you get to practice the day of, they play the bounce, and you just run through the songs that way. So I use it at least, if I'm playing Sunday, I'll probably use it probably 2 times a week, so that I usually go through and do, if I have a Sunday gig where I have to wake up early in the morning, like early in the morning is 6 o'clock to me. So I'll do it Friday night, and then I'll do it Sunday. Not, I'll do it Friday night, and I'll do it Saturday morning. And then if I have time, I'll hit it again Saturday night. But at least Friday night is Saturday morning, to at least have it there, file it down, do all my charting, all that good stuff. So yeah, to answer your question, I do use it. I use it a lot, actually. Uh, let's see. Andre's Gaming. You remember me? Not really. No. Philippus, yo. Hope you don't get offended. I don't. Envelope filter for the win. Yeah, man. It's good. I also like the it's one of the amp models in the Fender Rumble 800, or the Fender Rumble Stage 800. It's amp model. It's called either like Red Line or Red Box. It's something red. I like that. I like that modeling. It's real nice. I think they use it with the British presets that they have on there. It's like a red head with the I use it with the I used to use it with the Neo 410 setup, or the Goliath. I think that's one of the cabs that they model. I use that a lot. That was a preset that I did, and I threw an envelope filter on that bad boy. Another one I did was it was like a shimmer type of joint. So when I do solos and stuff, I'm doing like chorus, I throw a chorus in front of that, shimmer with the chorus. It's real nice. Um, okay, I always play a 4 string. Do I get a 5 or 6? I would suggest you get a 5, and unless you want to work on chording and stuff like that, then get a 6, or get a 5 and string it for the higher string. So it would be instead of, so you get a five, and that's the normal setting is B E A D G, and string it E A D G C, and then that'll give you that sixth string. And yeah, and the neck will be smaller. It'll probably be more manageable for most people. I have big hands, so it really don't matter. But that's what I would suggest. I actually used to have a bass that I strung. I'm trying to see where it's at. It's over there somewhere. I strung it for like a seven string, except I only had I had E up top, E A D G C, and then F. So, but that was working on more solo stuff, doing chords, and basically my lead guitar player was ticking me off. So I'm squinting excessively, so I'm turning this little light down. Let's see. Because of you, my wife bought me a Glad Jazz bass for Christmas. Congratulations, and you're welcome. I guess. Hope you like it. Let me know what you think. Uh, Show up to the next bass hang and you can actually tell me what you think. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Walrus were bully the man, the myth, the bass slapper. Indeed. Bassman 300. That's another hard one. I dig it. You mentioned charting. Explain, please. Um. Okay, so basically, I take the songs, and the songs I play aren't necessarily like the hardest of songs, and the charting is the notes themselves I put as numbers using the number system. Video that's gonna be coming out pretty soon where I explain it really slow, and I might explain charting. I might go through charting with you like that. But in the meantime and in between time, let me see if I can find one. So y'all hold on. I think I got one over here somewhere. Yep. And I am back. So uh the church play, I have the ability, or I have the privilege of um taking the songs and writing them down, charting, and then putting it on the stage so I can reference it just in case I lose my place or I forget what's coming. Because we play with a click track, and there is, it tells you where the bridge and the chorus and all that good stuff are. So um so let's see. I'm gonna show you. Let's take this. So this is how I do it. This may not be how you want to do it, but this is how I do it. So I have the song title here, and a few notes. It's a short version. I have the key that it's in, and that's my reference for my one on the major scale. So that's my root note, the one. It's in the key of D, and basically using the number system, you have a 1, 4, 6, 5, and then this is verse, chorus, bridge, and that's how I break down all my stuff. That's what I'm charting, and it's on the floor. If I get lost or I don't know what's happening, I just look down, and then it jogs my memory. I know what's coming next and stuff like that. So that's charting, a very short definition. Redhead is sweet. It is. Just picked up a Zoom B3N, and it's amazing. Cool. Congrats. In terms of your personal practice, what sort of scales, chords, arpeggios, and riffs are you practicing for church? Blues, R&B, or jazz? Church, depending on the type of church you go to, you might want to brush up really on your pentatonic scales. Um, for church, basically, as far as scales go, it really doesn't get that complicated for church. But I would say pentatonic and then minor, because everybody knows the major scale. Everybody knows the major scale. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows the shape. But once you get the pentatonic scale and you can like run it up and down the neck easily, and that type of stuff, I'd go and start looking into the different modes of the major scale. So you go back to the basics, and they teach you, or I think there's classes on YouTube for free you can go and check out. And all you have to do is search modes of the major scale, or bass, modes of the major scale, and a college or something, a music college should pop up if I'm not mistaken. I haven't done it in a while, and a lot of that stuff is beyond me, so I don't really do it often. But it's there. Thanks, no problem. What's up, homie? What's up, homies? What you say? I can't talk on it. Okay. Hope you guys doing good. Keep slapping. I can dig that. So yeah. Um it just depends on, going back to the last question, depends on what kind of church you go to. Like I was born and raised Church of God in Christ. For those that don't know what that is, it's kinda Pentecostal, the type of stuff. And it's a yeah, it's basically Pentecostal. Close, maybe a mix of like, so it's a mixture of holiness, apostolic, and Pentecostal, but we don't call it that. We call it Church of God in Christ, or Kojic. So I grew up Kojic, and a lot of their stuff is pentatonic stuff, and then all the fast shout uh, sections were just a chromatic scale. So eat a half note up 4 times, next string down a half note up, and then you go back to the top. Um, you can kind of equate that to a walking, like a walking bass line, but it has the same type of thing that's happening, but it's really fast and it's really repetitive. Um, yeah, and even doing that, you'll find that using pentatonic scale or using pentatonic hand with the, I guess it'd be easy if I just show you, right? Probably be easy if I just show you. Uh, George Green from Tampa, what's happening? Yeah, I think it might be just simpler if I just show you what I'm talking about. So, grab a 4 string right fast. I choose, who haven't I dabbled with? What are we doing over here? I played you last time. I'll grab you. You look good. Blue bass. Blue card. Let's turn it on. And we are a go. Let me bring it down here so you can see. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. So for the pentatonic scale, or doing the pentatonic, it's basically one, and we'll call this one. Well, before I get to that, let me go over the major scale just in case you don't know it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Same note here. Those are the same notes. Okay. So from that, you take the pentatonic, which is basically 1, 3, 5, 6, and then I think it's flat 7, and then go backwards. So running it fast. One, 3, 5, 6, flat 7, 6, 5, 3, 1. Different inversion on same thing. But it has a pentatonic shape. You can also go to the 1. So that's basically same thing, just a different inversion. The sliding technique makes it easier to get because you already have this shape. So I tend to do this. I tend to do the slide method rather than doing don't tend to do that. So that's a pentatonic shape. And when I was telling you about running the pentatonic scale up the neck, just one quick fast sweep. So yeah, um, and it's basically just running the same shape over and over, and then which is hold on. It's basically that seven, that flat seven again. So I'm doing the same thing. Okay, same thing. Okay, so skipping this, going straight to this one. It's really not that hard, but if you do it fast, it looks more complicated. Okay. Same thing as, hold up. So this is that note. I'm doing way too much at one time. I hope I don't confuse all y'all. Anyway, so yeah. Let me mute this bad boy. Go back in. Now I'm gonna ask this question, but I think I already know the answer. Was that too fast? Did I go through too much too fast? I'll wait for the video. When you follow your charting reference, are you playing individual notes or chords? I'm playing notes. I play bass, so I don't really have to deal with chords very often, unless I'm just trying to sprinkle in a little something extra. So it's usually just one note, period. Stuff like that. So I'm not really sure how I can illustrate that other than figuring out a way to play the music and then play along with it and actually say what I'm talking about, which is a good idea for a video. So I might do that if I get some time. Actually, sounds pretty good. So Javier Mendoza, go Raiders! Yeah, man. I didn't watch the end, but I think it had 2 minutes left, and I think we were up by 10. So I don't know who won or anything like that. I was driving home and stuff. So Tom from Redmond, okay. I'm Robert from Redmond. Cool, great to see another whatever that word is. Uh, Oregonian. I'll take a stab at it. Great channel. Can't wait till I get a bass. Love this guy. Learning a lot. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, cool. I can dig that. What's happening, Jerome? Chilling, man. That's close. Man, did the Raiders lose? I didn't get a chance to check the score. Kind of nervous. I didn't get an update either. That's not good. So yeah. So y'all tell me what's new. I don't want to just keep rambling on about me and my team. Is there anything y'all looking to know? Any questions y'all have for me? 24-17. I'll take it. I'll take it. Appreciate that, Godwin. I'll take it. Why'd you leave the other church? Let's just call it a conflict of it's a mutual, I wouldn't say it's a mutual thing. not to go into it way too much, let's just say for it was for the greater good. It's for the greater good. Me leaving that situation has blessed me abundantly since I've been gone. So um it's a conflict of interest. Let's just say it like that. So yeah. Do kind of miss the atmosphere though, and I do kind of miss the people. But everything happens for a reason. Everything that comes in your life is either for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And that season was over for me. It was there for a reason because I needed some place to grow to a level, and then I got past that level, and season was up. Season changed. So, what was your first song that got you into bass? First song that I got into bass with was first song that popped into my head was sadly enough, uh I Want You Back by the Jackson 5. And the crazy thing is, it was like I was like 9. So like around that time it was like I was into it was either I Got You Back or it was What's My Name from Snoop Dogg. So yeah, that was a song, and then once I actually started playing the bass, my uncle started coming around and like giving me or playing like blues stuff, Zydeco stuff, um soul stuff. So the John that's when the Johnny Taylors popped out. That's when the Bobby Blue Bland popped out. That's when the Buzu Chavis stuff popped out. Um yeah, that's when all that stuff started happening. And it kind of just like formed my musical palette. And then when I was in high school, I actually found a cat that's goes by Bootsy. And then it was all over from there. He's been my dude ever since. I took your advice and ordered a P7 today. Congratulations, man. Let me know what you think about it. You should love it because it's a dope bass. Uh, it's mine right there. My problem is I can't play very well, but I keep buying basses. I have 7, and I just play them at home. Not good enough to play at church yet. You'd be surprised. You might as well step out on faith. That's the only way you're gonna get good. Is to throw yourself in a situation and get it. Um, just make sure you and the minister of music are on the same page with what skill level you have. You'll push your talents farther with the help of others than you can by yourself. I'm a firm believer in that. So step out the comfort zone, just take it up there and just play low, and then see how it goes. Get you a little amp, play right next to it. Don't turn it up, you know, till you get confident. Then build from there. But I would definitely encourage you to go ahead and exercise the talent. You plant the seed, it will grow. We want the funk, gotta have that funk. Yep. Yeah, man. Want to search that song. Yeah. Were you self taught? Absolutely. What would Jesus do was said because you were looking for a nice way to explain leaving? Yeah, yeah. Is there a bass riff that you just can't get, and what is it? Um, I don't know, man. Because if I really want to get a riff, sit down with it, and I sit there until I get it. But like offhand, me just listening to it and being like, God, dog. Power by Marcus Miller. He's doing a lot. He's doing a lot, and it's all nasty. Uh, just that one song offhand, just me thinking about it. Yeah, Power by Marcus Miller. The melody goes, not the dope part. It's like bow bow dun 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 dun. Man, it's a groovy joint, but like that right thumb is a boom boom. I was like, oh my god, yeah. I think on YouTube they got a cat. I think he may be from Thailand, and it's a long name. It's like Maham Pacharoma. I don't know, but he nailed it exactly like it sounds. I was like that, and he did it with a sour bass. I was like, you are gross, brother. Gross. So offhand, that's one that I can think of. Good question, Mike. Yes, sir. Blues. Love your videos and thank you. Appreciate it. You're welcome, Kelvin. Do you have a go-to lick when you solo, or do you make it up depending on the situation? I do make it up depending on the situation, but recently I've been liking I don't even know what to call it. It's yeah, I don't know what to call it, but I'll share it with you. That's what I do. And I heard it like I was playing a groove, and then I heard it in my head, and I went like running, like looping the groove. I pieced it together, and whenever it finally hit and it dropped in the right spot, I was like, ooh wee. So I'm gonna get that to y'all. So this is how this is just a little piece of a lick. I don't know. So it goes. Take this mute off right fast. Right. So I'll play it quick. There it goes. So that is something. Ooh, and I do this a lot too. And it sounds harder than it is. Okay. It's the same thing as. So there you go. Hopefully that's helpful. Let's see, what church are you playing at now? I'm playing at Life Church. It's Life dot Church, specifically Midtown. More often than not, I'm at Midtown and stuff, and it has been fun. I get more opportunity to play. There's more services that happen during the day, and the people that I'm playing with are really cool, laid back cats. They cats I could actually like. They so cool. I even like the guitar players, both of them. And that's a rarity. So, so it's been fun. Been there for about, I think maybe since May or June, probably May. I think so, and it's been beneficial. I liked it. I've liked it. It's been great so far. Let's see. Nice. My song for guitar was Led Zeppelin. Immigrant Song, I'm old. That's a pretty good song though. What's the name of the bass you just played? It's a Glary bass. I think it's called a GP. And it's precision bass. When did you know you were ready to play? I did not know I was ready to play. Because I was 14, 15 or so, I just brought the bass to church and I was playing through a little guitar amp and I was just having fun. So, um, yeah, I didn't know I was ready to play. I was just, there was an old school cat who was that was going to the church, and I asked him to just teach me something so I could play along in service. And he was the bass player at the time, but he also played keys. So this me taking over bass, he was like, "Cool, I could actually like focus on directing the choir," because he was directing the choir while playing the bass, and they had a keyboard player who was a traditional cat and or traditional lady. So all the grooves and fills and all that stuff she didn't do. She had like sheet music and stuff. So you know what I'm saying. So I brought the bass up to the church, and then I sucked. I sucked for a long time because it was horrible. But it was fun, and I did enjoy it. And they would give me the songs to go and try to practice or whatever. And this is back before like the internet was a real popping thing, and I could just find every song on YouTube or something. So they like make CDs about the songs that we're gonna be doing. They be like, okay, this week practice number 3 and number 5. Those are the songs we're doing this week at practice. So I'll get out of school, go to the house, get my little boom box, pop in 3, and just start going at it back and forth, 3 5, 3 5, 3 5. And then I would be 35% whenever I perform it because I didn't have the finger dexterity. I didn't know anything about notes. I was literally just following the sounds I was finding on the neck and trying to remember where it was on the neck and stuff. So the question is, you won't know. And if here's the thing, if you think that I'm a good bass player, understand this. I still think I suck. Right? Right? You're like, man, you stupid. I'm telling you, I know too many good people that I know too many good bass players. So for as good as I think I am, there's some 10-year-old that's way better than me somewhere in the world. That's a fact. Uh yeah, that's almost a lick it. MJ's can't help it if you wanted to. Sounds great. Appreciate it. I didn't know that. I'm setting up so I couldn't comment. Okay. I'm setting up so I couldn't comment. Okay. Jesus, man, they texting like a mug. Anyway. Uh do you ever play on recordings? If so, how do you find studio pressure? I do play on recordings. Me and my friend make music and stuff. Um, so it's not really any studio pressure because it's like the studio is his house and we just kicking it. Usually there's, you know, stuff happening in the background to like distract from the fact that we trying and there's no pressure because we don't have a deadline or anything like that. So I guess I've never been to well, I have been to a real studio. But even still, it was all my friends. So I didn't feel any pressure to make anything or try to be like perfect or anything like that. So I don't really have an answer to that. I'm just lucky enough to not have to play music for a living and stuff. I do this because I love playing music and I do it because it's fun. You know what I'm saying? The day that music stops being fun will probably be the day that I actually give away all my equipment and stop playing. And since I'm not gonna give away all my equipment, I'll never find music not fun. So pay way too much. I'm not balling. I'll pay way too much for all this stuff. What's up, Bully? Tuning in from New Zealand. Hey, what's happening, WM? Man, I was watching the All Blacks, like a recap highlight of like the last year. And I want to visit one day. I want to visit. I want to actually watch a haka live. Yeah. If y'all don't know what a haka is, Please type in all blacks, HAKA. All blacks, space, HAKA. It's an intense situation. It'll make you want to go and fight. I liked it. It was nice. I seen one. Why am I even on this? But I gotta say it because he's from New Zealand. I seen one, and it was like a Maori woman, and she was getting married to what looks like this Caucasian dude, and then her family, I assume, went into this haka, and it was a like a well-known one evidently, and they all knew the words, and it got intense. People were crying. It was crazy. I was like, yeah, I'd be at that wedding. I'd be in the background screaming. I don't know what I'm screaming for, but yeah, I definitely do it. My mom's so stupid. So yeah. Ted Nooch. Hey Alan, I'm being easy. My sires are watching you too. They love the channel. Hey, yeah. Got to go. Thank you so much for this. No problem. Be safe. And if I don't talk to you or I don't see you or you don't see me, Merry Christmas. Um, let's see. What would be the perfect Christmas present for you? Um, I'm actually pretty blessed. I'd like to have my if my signature bass were done, I love to have that to be, showing that off, playing stuff and doing demos and, doing covers with that bad boy. But other than that, I'm pretty blessed. I have everything I need. May not have everything I want, but I'm doing good. So perfect Christmas present would be for all my family from back home in Houston to come up here and everybody stay in my house and have a good time for like 3 days or so because I'm off for the next 3 days. So I intend on doing nothing, and nothing is definitely something, and I'm gonna do it. So, um, yeah, that would be my perfect Christmas present for my family to be up here. Uh, with notice, of course, just in case y'all are watching. Don't just drive up here because my house is a mess right now. Mhm. Let's see. Dude, you do not. You don't. Okay. Thanks for the vids. Been helping me a lot. You are welcome, Curtis. Did you use to play with your preamp on your siren? Did you used to play with your preamp on your sirens? I don't know what you're asking. I'm not a church dude, but I love some good gospel music. Okay. That viral clip of Sheree Reed is still in my rotation for sure. Yeah, he's a monster. And that clip is like 10, 12 years old now, and it's still like pulling traffic. That's pretty wild, actually. Somebody probably asked you this already, but what's your favorite bass pickup and why? Um, I've been digging the P bass tone lately. I would say normally I would say humbuckers because I do like the slap tone that they emit. But lately I've been on the warm side lately. So I'm gonna say P pickups. And company, I'm gonna go with Seymour Duncan. And um yeah, that's pretty much the only one I really rock with as far as pickups. I wanted to get some DiMarzios, and I don't know why I didn't. It was just I knew what I wanted. I liked the quarter pound sound. I experimented once and it went well. So I was like, I know what they can do. So I didn't want to, and they were like cheap at the time. So I think I bought like I got some I'm looking at them right now. I have a Seymour Duncan preamp, and I have P pickups, and I have a set of J pickups that I've yet to put in the bass. I originally was gonna put it in this blue one and then that bass right there, but I like the tone that they have now, so I'm just gonna save that for if the Lord blesses me with something, some other four string in the future, and then maybe throw it in there. Who knows? I don't know what 2020 is gonna hold, so I'll just keep my options open and then let it happen. You know what I'm saying? So that was for Lamar Jones. Please explain the mid sweep on the Sires. Favorite position was slap. The mid sweep. Okay, so the idea behind the mid sweep knob is for room sizing. Some rooms, depending on how they're set up, they whenever you put a bass frequency out into the room, it could either be thin or it could be really, really boomy to where there's no articulation. You can't really hear specifically what the bass is doing. You just hear a lot of rumble and a lot of muddy notes. And that's based on the mid frequency where you actually sonically pop out. There's a lot of jargon and stuff used, but basically, per room to have a mid sweep, you can actually find where your bass actually sings in that room, and it varies from room to room. Other than that, you can dial in different types of slap tone. So I guess I should go ahead and show you that while I got a sire available. That's good to go. I think I need to mute you. You muted? Are you muted? Yeah, you muted. All right. And I'll pull out. Should I go P7 or N2? P7, N2. All right, white girl, let's go. All right. So, all right, I'm going to step back and readjust. Hopefully, this will work out. Okay. Center everything up. Both pickups. Okay. And then let's give it a go. So okay. This is with the mid frequency. This is with the mid frequency directly in the center. Okay, so I play. Okay, everything is in the center at the moment. Treble, mid, between both pickups. I have my master tone up. Now, this is what happens whenever you roll it back. Roll it back this way. Okay. Maybe. There it goes. Okay, so I rolled it back this way. Did you hear the whomp? Okay. You want to dial it in to where you have pretty significant bass response. So it would be somewhere around here. See? You go off. You go all the way forward. You lose your body. Now it's back to center. There you go. All the way past. Now you start to get muddy. Nope. Okay, so from here, you can hear every single note that I'm playing. It doesn't sound like one low rumble. This is what a low rumble would sound like. Okay. This is nobody, like, this is as tinny as can be, really weak. Dial it in. A little more. Then it starts to get really muddy. So this is about the sweet spot. Okay, so I'll take my mid all the way back to the center. Let's go extremes. All the way forward. So yeah. Again, I hope that wasn't too fast. And I hope I talked it through well enough for you to understand. But this is off the cuff, and I do not have any type of rhyme or reason for how I'm doing this. I'm just kind of, I seen the question. I tried to answer the best I can. And we're here now. So hopefully that actually helped. Or hopefully y'all understood what I was doing. Let's see. Oh, favorite position for slap. I usually keep mine in the center, and then I just mess with the bass and treble, lower down the mid frequency, and then if it doesn't shine through, that's when I actually mess with the frequency sweep. So it can vary depending on what room I'm in. What's up, BTK? What's going on, Tiny? Hope you're doing well. Do you play any other instruments? Yes, I play. I semi play guitar. I play drums. That was my first instrument, and I dabble in keys every once in a while. I can play songs. I can't play like in service or nothing, but I can play specific songs. Well, I guess so. Pull up that P7 and demo. Okay. Blue Fire Crystal, my brother. Hey, you did that. Demo the volume on the swim. Okay. Well, I guess I did that. Hopefully I did that. That's to Ted. Oh, that was you all on times. Did I do an okay job? Did you get that? That's the Ted niche. Oh, you the one that's actually getting a P7 soon. You just wanted to hear it. What's happening, Darth Vapor? Chilling, man. Just out here. There's 34 cats in here. Thank y'all for dropping by the base hang. And thank y'all for hitting the like button. I don't even have to tell y'all that. I appreciate it. It really does help the channel, man. I actually got asked this question. I do not have a Patreon. If you do want to support the channel and you want to monetarily support the channel, you can give to this. It goes to the YouTube sources and all that stuff if you care to do that. If not, I'll still be making content, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. But I did get asked, why don't I have a Patreon, or why don't I try to do like auxiliary things to raise money for the channel and stuff like that. That's why, because I enjoy doing this, and this isn't my job. I love just, you know what I'm saying, chopping it up with y'all, talking, interacting, and this has been fun thus far. Now, I do not know how long I'm going to be doing base hangs every week, but I do enjoy doing them. So if y'all enjoy me doing it, let me know in the comments here if y'all actually enjoy watching these and talking to me real time and stuff. How do you hang all those bases? I have a pretty good rack up there. Yeah. And these 9 came with the hanging system, these 5 over here and those 5 over there, I got from Amazon for 25 bucks. So they're a different hanging system, but they do the trick. They do the trick all right. So they work. Only difference between the two is the length of the arms outward. So if you look here, you can see that these are shorter. These are shorter than these are. So I think these are a foot away from the wall, and then these are like 6 inches and stuff. So, and I got it from, I think, Diamond Life. I think I may have paid like, I think $100, and it came, and then I had to buy the hangers separate, and I think those are like $10 or $8 a piece. So if y'all want your own hanging system and y'all have a lot of guitars and stuff, I'd hit them up. You could also find a hanging solution on Amazon as well, probably for cheaper. I didn't think to look there. I just Googled it, seen it, got great reviews. A lot of people use it, and I was like, yeah, Guitar Center, let's go. So yeah. What bass would you recommend for a beginner? I'm looking for a great bass, and I'm thinking about the Yamaha 100 series as a PJ. It's not a bad bass. I actually will suggest that too. There's of course the glary bass situation, and I would tell you to at least check those out. They're really reasonably priced. Other than that, I would tell you to check out SX bass. This is a PJ bass. It's from SX. I did a lot of modifications and stuff to it. New pickups. I think I went Seymour Duncan pickups, and then I put an Ardell preamp in it. But it's a really solid bass as well. I think that's an alder body rosewood fingerboard and a maple neck. Yeah, I did some cosmetic stuff to it. But I think I paid 149 for that bass, or 159 for that bass. Uh, this bass is 75. So is that one. This one is about $100, 110 or so, and that one's 75 too. Of course, the cosmetic stuff is me. I did that myself on the side. But the big guy, that's not a bad choice. But I would definitely look into the suggestions I gave you before you go and spend the upwards of $300 or so. AB, can you answer me one question? How come every time you get on here, you killing it? Man, stop. Stop it. I come out here and y'all ask questions. I just want to help. So that's why I do appreciate you thinking that I'm killing it. I'm not. But I get on here because I want to help and I want to talk. Because I mean, I can put out videos I want to put out, and I do most of the time. But if y'all aren't engaging in the content and that's not what you want to see, then y'all won't watch. And I'm all about, putting content out that people want to actually see. Because if I put some stuff out that nobody wants to watch, it's just gonna be me and my mama on this channel. So yeah, she don't care. Only thing she asks is that I don't say the word funk. And I did it twice, so I apologize. But yeah. She says it's too close to the other word. Rashad, you stupid. I'm not saying that. I'm getting a DIY base kit. You ever build one and help me out on the color? Um, Lamar, I'm gonna be real with you. That DIY kit is probably gonna cost both of these bases. So I would actually buy 2 bases. That DIY kit is probably gonna run you more than likely $150, $160 plus shipping. Both of these bases are $75 and they're done. And you can choose a different color if you don't like these 2 colors. They got red, they got yellow, they got natural. I think they got, I know for sure they got, well, this color, and then natural, and I believe white. I believe so. I'm not sure. I haven't went there in a while. And then they got this blue burst over here. That's one for the P base situation. So one bass that you got to work on, or two basses that are cool. And if you just got to do something, you can go and shave the neck down to however you want to, you like it. You just got to mess with it. So you ain't got to listen to me. I'm just a bully. Man. But if I did have to tell you a color, I'd definitely say blue all day. All day. Let's see. The bass hangs invaluable to beginners like me. Well, I appreciate you. Appreciate it. You can get some good deals on Craigslist. I got an Epiphone Goth and a Fender Rumble 60 for two. Wow. You got a steal. That's really good, actually. I got an Epiphone Goth. It's in the case over there. That's dope. I did not pay $200 for it, though. I actually bought it new, and it was slightly more. And it didn't come with an amp. So good on you, Kelvin. Beat the system. Jerome has a point. You put yourself out there, and we love you for it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I do appreciate it. Let's see. So, besides bass, what do y'all do? Well, any other hobbies? Y'all play drums? Y'all play keys? Y'all play games? If so, what games are y'all rocking with right now? If y'all play games. Anybody in here watch anime? Because I'm a big kid and I do all those things. So that's what happens when kids go to college. They become grown kids with money. Hey, Dar Vapor, my man. Okay. I play guitar and video games and I watch anime. Okay, so what's the video game you playing right now and what anime are you stuck on? I'm gonna go first. Video game I'm playing right now, it's ticking me off because it's so basic and I can't master it. Y'all don't know this side of me, but I'm a UFC fan. So UFC 3, pretty good with it. So I'm like, I can utilize these skills and other stuff. So WWE 2020 or 2K20, I picked it up for the low. And it is difficult to get good with this stuff, man. Like, it's difficult. I gotta level up this character because they suck. They suck. I'm like, y'all getting y'all butt kicked out here. Anime I'm stuck on right now. I think I'm about 800 episodes into One Piece, so I'm about to finish that. Hopefully this week, because I got nothing to do and I'm gonna be binge watching. Yeah, I'm gonna go in to work a half day, then I'm off Tuesday, off Wednesday, off Thursday, praise God. And then I'm gonna drop in Friday just to make sure work hasn't piled up, and then I'm gonna disappear again. All right, let's see. I'm learning to play keys for sure. Cool. I play trumpet, guitar, piano, and bass. That's what's up. You got a whole band. You don't need nobody else. Guess that's why you're production. I can dig that. What are your favorite strings for sires? It is funny that you say that. This is not a paid commercial. Hold on. All right. And this is based on a true story. This actually is true. So both of my M2s, I actually am running the same type of string. But let me go into my play around infomercial voice because, like I said, I'm stupid like that. So here we go. Hi. Are you looking up your game? Don't have the coin to spend for those top dollar brands? No. Might I suggest MJC strings? They're the durable, more affordable option. They come in nickel and stainless, and they feel great. But don't trust my word for it. That was delightfully tacky. I can dig it. But yeah, real talk though. I got those strings. Ernie Ball and Diodario's never gonna give me a deal now. It's cool because I got these people, so they rock. But that was stupid. Yeah. So I've been running these on my M2s. I played 7, well, I guess 8 performances today from 7 in the morning to 7 at night, I guess. And they feel good, man. So I got them on my M2, this one here, and then I recently took the pink strings off of my black M2 and then put these on, just, you know what I'm saying, see how they feel. They sound so nasty with the, so nasty, just nat. Hold on, like I feel like, do y'all want to hear them? Let me just ask that. Do you actually want to hear these strings? Because if y'all don't want to hear it, then I ain't gonna pull it out. Yeah? Okay. I got one person say, yeah, that's good enough for me. There's only 36, so that's 1 out of 36 of y'all. I'm cool with that. Now, this is gonna be extremely out of tune, but just listen to the tone. So for this, I'm gonna keep everything on my okay, we good? Oh yeah, I forgot I didn't plug it in yet. I'm gonna keep everything on my amp flat where there's no EQ messing with, and I'm just gonna mess with the EQ on my bass and just listen to this slap sound. Let's just back up so y'all can feel every piece of what's about to happen right now. I got my plaque in the background. I can dig that. Yeah. Let's see. Bring it over here. Bring you down because it's about to get real slappy. Still too hot. That DB pad on there. Okay. Master tone in. Everything is flat. Okay. In the middle, both pickups. Mid down, bass up, treble up, both pickups, master tone all the way up. See what's going on back here. Make sure I got all the juice available. Take out bass, mid in the middle, no drive, okay. Yeah, and it should be monstrous now. I like it. I like it a lot. And yeah, everything back to flat so I don't forget it. And okay, now that bit of I got my envelope filter down on the floor. Be good, Alan. Be good. Okay, stay focused on the base hang. Okay, my apologies. Let's see. And Oregon. I'm back up to what time is it? It's 8:31. I'm back up to 8:23. Which one would you get? The Glary 4 or 5 string? Strings, which one is better in your opinion? For the price, you can't go wrong with either one of them. If you need a 5 string, I would definitely get the Glary. There are other options out there, but for $100, like, you're really not beating it. Like, compete. So biggest budget killers right now that are out there. I'm gonna really throw it out there. If you like dead broke and you need a bass and you want something just so you can mess around with, those two. You got a little bit of bread. You want an all-purpose go get it bass. You got that one. You got the M2, and you can go the V7. They're all-purpose workhorses. They can go get it. But the sleeper in this whole thing is her, the Allen Eden. Reason why I say that is because you can pick up one of those for $439, and it comes with a hard shell case. It's an active bass, good woods, really nicely made. They sound good. At some point, I'm going to buy another one of these. Like, at some point, that's going to happen. It may be a birthday present, but it's got to be like, it's going to be another sexy color. I know that. It's going to be something sparkly, nice situation. I just haven't found it yet. But it's nice, man. Like, it's nice. And the case it came with, I use every time now. I used to carry around my Sire, like, backpacks and stuff, but they don't be protecting anything. So if I break something, if I have to just, like, transport it, I prefer that it be protected. And I have peace of mind with the hard shell case. You know what I'm saying? It is a little bit more to lug around, but at least you have that peace of mind. So I would suggest y'all check that out. So those are as far as, you know what I'm saying, go get it right now. Check that out. And you can find Allen Eden on Reverb. They are legit. Let's see. A little keyboard programming, trombone, and vocals. Okay, I can dig that. Haha, this is not a paid commercial. You a spokesman now, man. What don't you do? Y'all tripping. I rock the Ernie balls on both my bass. Okay, that's cool. You nailed the commercial. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. This is the first bass hang I watched, and I really enjoyed it. Love your content. Keep it up. I'm going to head out. Peace out. If you aren't already gone, happy holidays. Thank you. Thoughts on Fender Elite versus Ultra? I don't play Fenders very much. I don't particularly have Fenders or have any desire for one. At the present moment, I haven't seen anything that struck me. I can get a lot more for less money, in my opinion. So I haven't played them. I don't really keep them on my radar, so I'm sorry I can't answer that question for you. Yes, 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 of course. Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. What's up, my brothers and sisters? How everybody doing? Appreciate you coming in the room saying what's good to everybody. Another week, another bass hang. Let's get grooving. That's Killer Machine. All right, all right, all right, all right. Taking a voot. What up? What's happening? Just watching Bill educate watching them educate the brothers. Okay. And sisters. Hey, I got a female in here. Hey, that's unusual for a bass hang. I appreciate you being here. These are medium light stainless. Yes, actually, I do believe so. Yes, they are 45 to 125. If you're wondering what he's talking about, these strings that I run on the M2, these are actually it. 5-string medium light nickel plated strings. That's the sizes there. It's actually extremely dope. They come sealed, and they have a compound inside of it that keeps them fresh for a long time. So they don't oxidize and lose their brightness. Like, I've had these strings on there for about 3 months now, and I still got to do the video where I compare and contrast where they are as far as oxidation and stuff. But they still sound good. I played that bass last week at Life Church. Still held it down. I just haven't played the newer M2 in a while, so I blew the dust off that one today, and I'm probably gonna play her on Tuesday when I have to go back there and do the gig and stuff. It's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be dope. Oh, if y'all do go and check out the Allen Eden bass, just know that those knobs don't come with it. It comes with black knobs. I went and bought those knobs off of Amazon for $20, and they are Avalon. I think they look beautiful. If you could come here, girl. So this comes standard. That's how it looks. And then there are Avalon inlays in there for the sexiness. You know, devil in the details. Has the tuning key, the neck adjustment that's here, so you don't have to take off your strings to adjust the neck, which is real good. And then what I was talking about are these knobs, which match the inlays and go along with the color scheme quite nicely, actually. It is a 9-volt system, and this strap, which I think makes look real good, I got off Amazon as well. Never mind the Ernie Ball. I promise they're not gonna give me a deal. That's all right, cause I'm doing okay anyway. So it's all right. So how do you view the M's versus the V's? Well, I was looking for like a Stingray type tone as far as like slap and stuff goes. So it has that in spades. Like, I was looking specifically for like more of a Stingray modern bass type tone. The V's are good, great jazz basses. Like, they're good by themselves, and you can use them in all types of music. But I particularly wanted to have the ability to solo a pickup, not have it hum and stuff like that. And that has to happen with the V pickup, with the V7 specifically, the V7's pickups, because they're single coil. And any single coil bass, unless it's made noiseless, is gonna hum whenever you solo that pickup. It's just part of the game. It's just gonna happen unless you have hum canceling pickups. You know what I'm saying? That is the way around it. Or a noise gate. You can do that too. Do me a favor and stop killing. I'm sorry. It's to Jerome. I'm sorry. What do you want? Anderson Paak, get down. Okay. Come down. Okay. I think I might. Yeah, why not? Why not? So if you're wondering what he's talking about one of my favorite go-to songs. Brothers got me hot. I can do that all day. But yeah, that's the one he's talking about. That is one of my favorite go-to grooves. What's going on, Zez, man? Which is your favorite bass, and what's your on-stage rig setup? Chaz, I do not have a favorite bass. It just depends on what I feel like. If I play gigs out at like church and stuff, I usually run my 5-string basses. Usually, if I'm playing gigs in town, just because I always play 5-string basses, I usually force myself to play 4 string basses when I'm playing in town. Like cypher and like shows and stuff like that. Because it forces me, because most of those are like improv type stuff. And it forces me to use my mind in a way that I normally wouldn't because I have the ability to go a lower, uh, 5 lower notes and stuff with the 5 string. So a lot of voicings are accessible in a very limited amount of space, and I can get everything I want to do without having to like experiment and run new ideas and stuff. A 4 string bass forces you to travel up the neck board, like up the fretboard, to achieve those crazy ideas you want. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, I don't have a favorite bass, but I right now the season has been M2s and that girl specifically. So those have been the 2 joints I've been actually in rotation with. And my bombshell bass, the Army Green joint, I've been rocking with that one. I put a preamp in it. It feels good. It don't feel as good as that one, but it feels good. It's nice. And that one, I think I paid 179 for that. And I don't think they have it on the page anymore. At least not for right now. That's from the Hard Luck Kings. Got that bass from there. In my on stage rig setup, I have a Sans amp and I'm going through the house and I have in-ear monitor, like in-ear headphones, so I don't have any rig on the stage. But my rig over here is 410s and a Aguilar 350. Or if I want a more um, vintage tone, I'll plug in the Trace Elliott. It gives me more of a vintage Motown type feel, just how the circuitry is in it and stuff. The Aguilar has more of a modern feel. That's at least to my ear. So uh, that's what I swap between. So let's see. Got a little bit always with the plug. Yeah, man. I don't know about Golden Boy or bass. It's flashy. It's pretty. We don't like gold. Hey man, saw on the Glare website that they had a fretless bass. Wonder what it sounds like and what your thoughts are on it. I am not good with fretless. I have a lot of bad habits that I do because I always play fretted basses. Like you're not supposed to like bend strings on the fretless neck. I I don't think to do this while I'm playing bass. That's not a thing for me. It's not something I picked up. I bend strings, and you're not supposed to do that to a fretless neck, and I can't help it. So I tend towards not having fretless situations. I do have a fretless neck that fits this bass here and that bass there, but it's in my closet just chilling. If I have a jazz gig where that sound is needed, I'll throw it on this one right fast and then run it that way. But other than that, chilling, man. Chilling. Just keep killing it, Doc. Look, man, you gonna leave me alone. uh Keep this up. Somebody gonna request Holy or Donald Leon here. I don't know how to play them. Do you slap in church, or is that a silly question? No, I do not slap in church. I don't. The church I go to, that it's not. I haven't pushed the bounds of what I can do. I'm still new, so the songs that we play, it's not in there. And I don't have the free reign to just draw a song into what I want to do. So I haven't done that yet, which is why I do all the slap stuff I want to do on my own time, which is on here. Have you heard of the expensive Indio bass guitars? If you get a hold of one, please do a review. If I get a hold of one, sure. But I've never heard of them. The inexpensive Indio bass guitars. Nice ninja got me hot. Man, look, my mama be watching this video. I can't be dropping stuff like that on here. I don't need them phone calls, baby. This channel has grown a lot. It's good to see. Thank you. And I'm still surprised. I'm very appreciative. I was hoping it would continue to grow like it was spiking, but it's kind of leveled out a little bit, at least for this particular season. So hopefully it hits another stride, or I put out something good. Everybody shares it. It gets popular, more and more people come in. That's how it works. It works off of shares. So if y'all have a favorite video, or y'all have a video y'all like that I did, share it to somebody else so somebody else can watch it, so they can come in, and it helps me in the long run. That's if you dig the videos, that is. If not, you show up. um, let's see. One more time, please, Anderson Pop, because you hit this certain note I'm trying to figure out. All right. So let me do it on a 4-string bass, so you don't have that. And if y'all can hear that, that sound is my 350 fan turning on. Four-string bass. Let's go back to the first girl I ever had. Hopefully, she's in tune. She's probably not, because that is my life. And I will turn the camera so you can actually see it. Oh, girl, you better watch out, being in tune. Okay. All right. So, Anderson Pop, Come Down. This is how it goes, or how I play it. First note. Okay, so then the octave. That's the whole song. Then I do this. Just because I just like landing just off. Bro's got me high. So yeah, that's Come Down. I'm surprised I'm great still. Okay, I get a root string. Oh. And that is what a 4-string bass will do to you. Because none of that stuff I wrote. None of that stuff I thought of. I just fell onto it, and the inspiration was the last song I just played. That wouldn't have came to me if I would have had the 5-string. So maybe I need to play a 4-string more often. Because that was funky, and I'm going to watch this. I'm glad I played it so I can hear it, to know where that was, so I can actually put that on a track somewhere. So yeah, y'all actually heard me create something real time, and that's really how I operate. So yeah. GK or Rumble 500, what's your preference? For the money, I choose Rumble 500. For the sound and modern tone, GK all the way. My dream setup was a GK 1001 RB 212 or preferably 412, but I had a 212 on top of 115. Both of them bi-amped. Monster. I was stomping. Monster. A monster setup. It was monstrous. Great. If GK ever makes his way to Z Zounds, I will have that set up though. That GK 1001 RB and the 412s in here. And I'll give this cabinet away to somebody. Take it. Give me these 412s, baby. We out here. Do I need 412s in my room? No. But I want it. I could do the 400 RB with 212s though. So move on. Do you know a hard case that my P7 would fit nicely in? Not offhand. My P7 actually fits in my Allen Eden case. It's not form fitted, just a regular standard case. Get whatever your scale is, figure out what the scale of the base is, and then go and locate a case based off of that. Good case companies are Gator cases. They're pretty popular, pretty prevalent. I think you can probably pick one up for about $100. Um, but they're like really popular, really sturdy, really tough. Yeah, probably 100, $150 for a good Gator case. I would probably try to find it online rather than buy it at your local Guitar Center because they're gonna have exorbitant prices, and unless they do price match, I wouldn't bet on buying it from them. That's just my personal opinion. Let's see. The joy of your bass actually staying in tune after a long time. Yeah, it's only been 2 weeks since the last bass hang I played it. I feel you on that. Thanks much. I do rotation of my 4 and 5 strings and 6 string. Keeps me thinking. How many basses do you have in your collection? Very, very nice, man. I appreciate it, Chaz. Let's actually we can count this together. Because I basses. So one out there, two. So that's Goth. The bombshell bass, that's two. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Am I missing one? 18. Am I missing one? Yeah, 18, because I gave my homeboy my Luna bass, which I kind of didn't kind of give it to him. I basically put one of my basses at his house, so when I come over, I don't have to bring a bass. And he wanted to learn, so this is kind of two birds with one stone. So 19, because I have that bass over there. I was looking for it. I was like, I'm missing something. Something's missing here. Yeah, and I have an abundance of P basses, so I was like, yeah, you can play this Luna. And yeah. BTK, you better turn that mother out. Legendary Mike, I'm mad late. Hey man, at least you made it, you know what I'm saying? Just wonder if you ever played a U bass. I did. It was cute. It was really hard to play. Uh, like I said, I do a lot of string bends and stuff like that. And if you're not used to how those strings feel, stuff you normally do is restricted on the U bass. So it's great for travel, that type of thing. And I've seen some people actually like do small gigs with them. But I like them. They're cool. I just don't have that. The Calibase. I think there's a company that makes a really short scale bass, and the cat from France with the fancy name that's always busy. He was playing on one and he was grooving. He was grooving. It had one pickup, and it was, I think it was wired like a P bass. But that bad boy sounded pretty good. He was doing a whole bunch of staccato sexiness, and yeah, it was dope. So you be hitting a different note than the bass player on the Tiny Desk video. That could be true. I play by ear, so I could be playing it wrong, but that's how I play it. Uh, I don't know. La, 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 la. I might have to listen to it again. I thought I had it right. I would play it on here, but copyright infringement, they'll hit me with axes, and I don't feel like dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? So you the man. Appreciate it, Chaz. I'm not, but thank you. Hey man, can't stick around. Just popped in to say what's up and shoot a like. Thank you so much. Hoping everything is well, buddy. Thank you. Everything is doing well. I appreciate it. That's okay though. Well, at least you had the idea. You know what I'm saying? Um, I tried. But yeah, been on this bad boy for an hour and a half. Thank you to all 31 cats that dropped in here. Please hit the like button if you haven't. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Um, yeah. See y'all next week. Don't talk to you. Merry Christmas. And I'll see y'all next week. So I won't say Happy New Year just yet. Happy holidays.